Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. It's me, Robin. This is Morning Magic. I am welcoming you into this day, beautiful friend. How is the weather in your heart today? I hope that the night was kind. I hope that the morning has been sweet. For those of you in the UK and other places in Europe, I hope that the afternoon has been good too. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Friends, what a blessed time it is that we get to be together. Friends of the heart, friends of the pathway, friends of the heart work. We get to be together on this journey. And my deepest prayer is that we can trust one another, trust in this love that we have together, trust in this journey, trust in this love posse, our time together. Because I gotta say, you know, as we're riding our waves, we have deeper, bigger feels than so many people, because, you know, it's just a journey. We're awake, we're riding the waves, and this is a safe space to come and be together and acknowledge the realness of how you feel. So let me say hello to you. Oh my goodness, wait. Let's look at number one husband who thinks he's being sneaky. Can you see him? Look, he's waving at you. He's blowing kisses to you. How cute is that? This morning, I love that guy. Blessed. Hashtag blessed. And hashtag so is he. I always say that. You know why? Let's not underclaim how amazing we are, friends. The light we add. You can say it if you want to. He said, I want to get back before we start because I don't want to miss. You know, this morning before he left for his walk, he said, thank you so much for showing up for Morning Magic. It's really changed me. It's changing me. I'm transforming. And he said, Kitty, you need to keep going. Kitty, that's what he calls me. Kitty, you need to keep going with the finger. I was like, aye, I go. So let me say hi to you, beloveds. Caitlin, you're the first one here today. Good morning, beautiful. Thank you for the unicorn. This is our secret symbol, I think. Unicorn. Hi, Miss Mickey. Hello, Carrie and Carrie's mama. Hope the reunion has been going well. Good morning. Hi, good afternoon, Josie. And hello to the girls. Hope you guys are doing well. Hi, Robin. Hi, Elowen. Good morning. Hi, Carol. Good afternoon. Hello, Miss Leisha. Hi. How goes it in Atlanta? Roxanne, hello. Anna, hello. Top of the morning to everyone, and you, beautiful Robin, from Mickey. Hi, Mickey, thank you. Good morning, sweet friends. Good morning, all. You guys are saying hi to each other because this is our place. This is our place. Hey, Jeff, thanks for the kisses. Yeah, he was blowing those to you, I am sure. I got my share this morning, so I'm thinking so. Good morning. Hi, Rosie. Hi, Amanda. Carol says, it's changing me too, Morning Magic. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Carol. You guys help me keep showing up. You know what I mean? We're going to talk about this today. This is what we're going to talk about. So I will shh. Good morning, Navi. Amanda, my pool is still not here. That shipping company marked it as shipped the same way, or delivering today. They mark it like airplanes mark left on time, and then you sit off the runway a little bit for like hours. I think so. It's somewhere. I'll be surprised when it arrives. Good morning. Yes, she just took her pup for a walk. She has a puppy? Did she fly or drive? That's amazing. I didn't even know. Hello, hello, hello. Yes, dreamy gardenias, Miss Mary. Aren't they lovely? They smell so good. I finally figured out how to cut them long enough so that they don't fall out the whole time. Alicia says, my grandmother spent the night with me as my first overnight guest. So lovely. That's amazing, and what a blessing that your grandmother is alive and able to have sleepovers. May we all receive Grammy hugs right now. You guys, I can totally wait to be a grandmother. I'm just saying, when I'm of that age, I am going to be the world's grandmother. That's what I've decided, the greatest grandmother. Not like it's a contest, but going to be the one offering the love and the hugs and the you are amazingness messages. Kind of like now, I guess, but let's not call me grandma. Lizzie girl. Liz is almost home. That's our #1 kiddo. Our daughter has been working in Texas for almost a month, and she's driving home the last 2 days from Texas by herself, her first big girl cross country, you could say, Texas to Illinois road trip. She's almost home. I woke up this morning at 5:55 and I said, Liz is in the car. Blessings to you, beautiful girl. Carrie says, yes, I'm changing too. It's so good. Hey, Angie, good to see you. How lovely, you know, to have the doggy there too. I bet that is a very helpful thing. Doggies are healers, aren't they, Carrie? Yeah. Liz says, yes, you are. Give me a few more years. Yeah, that's fine. We're gonna make sure it's perfect timing for you, honey. That's all I care about. So friends, got something sweet that came through for you this morning. Yeah, say hi to each other. This is your love posse. This is your love posse. Can you believe we've been coming together every day since mid-March. Own your transformation, friends. Own the shifts that are happening for you. So, did you hug yourself this morning? Did you get up and hold yourself a little bit? I wonder. And speak sweetly to yourself. Let's do it now. Just like it never hurts to do extras if you did. And I love to hear if there's something special you would like to receive today, something you want a presence from your own heart today. Know that these comments do not reappear on the replays. And so your anonymity, not even your account, is clickable or anything like that afterwards. I love that. So, you know, feel free. It's safe space. Good morning, Mr. Jeffrey. We all saw your kisses and hugs. Thank you so much. And you look beautiful today. I just cut his hair, you know. YouTube can learn almost anything. So, Alicia says, yes, this space has been so transformative and a safe space for healing. Thank you. Yeah, you know, I love how we show up because it's a want to, not a have to. You know what I mean? Yeah. So let's hug ourselves. You can do it energetically. If you can't do it physically, that's fine. And let's share a message of love for ourselves. Just in this moment now, say your name. Like Robin, in this moment now, I deeply and completely love and accept you. I appreciate this journey. I appreciate your journey. Thank you for showing up. Even though sometimes it's hard, thank you. I love you. Well done. Amen. Did you do it? You can just hug yourself now and say, I'm going to catch up in the comments here. And Mary says, I would like, yeah, so if you're just joining, anything you'd like to request for today, we've got a sweet message that's coming through. So let's just share in the comments. And again, it's confidential because after this is over, your comments are gone and nobody can even see that you were here, just so you know. So just share in the comments and we're going to do some healing today. Hey, Melanie. So, friends, let's have a sip. I forgot. Cheers. It's very full. And I have a white dress on, so I'm going to lean way out. I had to do it. To us, to this ride, to this journey, to being awake. Deep in the heart space, you are on a healing journey. Now more than ever. I know you've been on the journey a really long time. You know a lot. And actually you've been crunching it, as I sometimes joke. Crunching it. You have been. And there's more. There's more to do and more to come. And we don't need to be scared. Scared. We need to learn how to deepen the tendrils of our heart into the earth and ground. It's also important to know about our spirit selves and expand, just like we do all the time. Expand our energy and ground down in our hearts. Does that make sense? So it's not like, oh no, more bad news is coming. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying we need to be a deeper, wider, vaster vessel for our own energy and our own hearts. I hope that resonates. You can send up some hearts if it does. I always like to see that. Because our capacity needs to expand to hold the uncertainty. And as we were just saying a little while ago, you know, you guys are awake. I'm awake. We need to stop worrying if that's being judgmental or, you know, othering people somehow in some strange spiritual way. We're awake. And not everybody is on the same journey. They don't have the capacity or the words or the language. And we talk about the lingua franca. We need to have a common language to meet people where they're at right now, and that's energetically too. So we need to be present for our own hearts, our own journeys, learning to ground deeply. I am noticing, you know, I do get a lot of email in a week, and I am reading it all like a mother on a journey, loving, offering love, you know, or a mother and other energy, loving energy, and offering light and witnessing. And I'm noticing that it's just bigger time. I mean, for the obvious reasons, but I'm saying for the personal journey reasons, it's a bigger time. If you're feeling tenderly, if you're feeling, you know, any kind of scared or worried, what do we do now? Monday's podcast is all about how do I have value now? What is my purpose now? It's really good, according to me, of course, but I felt helped by the message even as I was sharing it. Just so, yeah. So let me catch up with you. Mary says, and I'm just going to start a healing while I'm reading these and sharing these. So if you're not interested in that part, it's fine. Exactly as you are is how we need you to be. So if you're not comfortable, just do this in front of your face. No judgment. My feelings are not hurt. Mary says, I would like to send healing to my mom and sisters. So, friends, you can play along. You can send energy to Mary's mom and sisters, a surrounding supportive love, one that they can draw on. You know, we never want to send energy at people without their permission, but when we send love, it's more like, you know, a hug around their space, around their home, around their field, their energy field, and suddenly they just inhale it, they draw it in. It's not like doing anything without permission. That's really important. I don't think that's taught enough in the healing communities. But yeah, surrounding and appreciating. I know your mom a little bit, not your sisters, but so much love. So Josie says, lots of hugs this weekend. Much sweet sadness here as our lovely Gabriel the guinea pig has taken his trip to the Rainbow Bridge. 5.5 years of happy memories with that little boy. Yeah, it's sweet and it's sad. And I want to say for anyone out there, it's okay to be sad without qualifying it. You know, just to let yourself have your feels. We've lost 2 guinea pigs, so many goldfish, so many fish, so many dogs. And each time the Rainbow Bridge experience, I've gotten better at just, I get to cry. I get to cry the big cry. I get to know how much he meant to me, they meant to me. I always think of Winston. And even like when Winston died, I wrote this beautiful, I think, poem, letter. Does anyone remember it? Ode to Winston the Wonder Dog. Good God, I reread it the other day. It's beautiful. Such a tribute with photos. We can be sad, and it's never silly or stupid. I just want to say, I'm not directing these at any one person. I'm just, what's coming, I'm sharing it. So much love. Did you guys have a burial? We still have our, from Liz, from Brownie and Whitey, we still have them buried in the front yard. Jeffy says, I hear so much anger. I feel the anger in the world. I want to not contribute anger. Amen. Amen. Right there. My intention. You know, what is your intention? So Jeff says, again, more. Being here is a good way to start, but I need to do better throughout the day. So what is an intention that carries you throughout the day, honey? That's something we can think about, and you know I need that too. Like, what is it that can carry us through the day? What's the intention? I love how Paul Selig and the guides say, be. Our job is to be exactly as we are. You'll hear on the podcast, what is your value? You exist. That's your value. You're here. You're a spark of the divine. Now your contribution is your purpose, and what you contribute, and I like to say contribute, it just feels good. Contribute, try it. What you contribute is your unique essence and sparkle. So if, let's say, the longing is there, I want to stop being another angry guy in the world, you know, reading the vitriol and the anger and getting fueled from that. And a lot of us just don't see that because we carry unresolved anger from our own lives. We light up like a magnet when we read other people's stuff. So you go on places like Nextdoor.com and things devolve very quickly into arguments. And sometimes I'm in there like just trying to look up a referral for a gardener, let's say, or something. Though I'm the gardener this year, as you may know. And it's like people are punching each other in the face in the comments practically about like silly things. What you're seeing there is unresolved energy from people's past histories and their belief system continuing to align them to that lower energy where that stuff lives in them and is asking to be released. It wants to be transformed too. You think, you know, only your bright and shiny stuff wants to be sparkling. Your anger, your hurt, your betrayal, your deep, deep sadness also would like a transformation. And it really, really wants to be invited in. And we can't do that if we go around getting pissed off on Facebook at the politics threads and then jumping in, you know, punching people in the face for punching other people in the face. You know what I'm saying? All around, you know, shaming. Sometimes people leave me shamey comments about things I've said here on the lives, and I'm not doing it in return. I want to teach from that in a way that's not pointing the finger at any one person. But when we don't like what somebody is saying from a place of love, hopefully, look deeper. It's lighting something up that really wants to be transformed in us. It really wants to transition to what it's supposed to be. You know what I mean? Yeah, so it's so important. Like, look at this orchid. I have had this orchid 2008. I don't know if you're here, so I'm not going to say your name, but this was a gift from somebody's mother in healing sessions, and many, many times it looks like it was dead or something, and I just said, no, it wants to transform. It wants to transform. Add a little more water, put a few more crystals inside the pot, and it continues to bloom. So just consider yourself in what I'm saying. And Jeffy, maybe you've posted now. What's the new intention, my friend? Because, my honey, it wants to transform, and that's why it lights up. People say, God, I gotta get off Facebook. I gotta get off these Twitter and the anger. It's lighting things up, so it's really a good thing. You've been directed there for your own healing. Cool, I say. Carol says, I gotta say, the last days I found comfort in the fact that the universe knows who I am, and so do you guys, the Love Posse. And that is enough. Thank you for being here, everyone. Amen. We do know who you are. We do know what you are, and we do know how you serve. And we know your beauty, and we know your worth. And we know your light, and we know your stripes. You know what I mean? We know your struggles. Because they're ours too. We know how it feels to not belong, to not be understood. We know how it feels to be hurt, to be crushed by things that are said. Innocuous seeming innocuous is two the same things. You know, people don't, what did I say? You know, we know the depth of that, and the courage it takes to keep showing up and staying present with that. For Carol, you really stand out for me as somebody who's really doing that work. It's beautiful. It's an honor, you know, to ride together. My friend. Gorgeous. Amen, Carol. Hugs for Josie from Melanie. Yeah. Carrie says, Carol, love that. Yes, it's so good, right? Good morning, Amy. Hello, Pax. Hi, Addie. I can't. Monroe. Thank you. Good kiddos. Good morning. That was a beautiful tribute to Winston. I loved all the pictures. Before I was better at photography. Hey, Ellen. Good morning. Mary says, Gabriel, we're in the middle of a healing if you're just joining, and anything you'd like some support with, anything you'd like to presence or have witnessed on a deeper level, healed, you can write that in the comments, and just know that your comments disappear when the live is over. Not even your name or account shows up on the replays. I love that they changed that. I do. Only people who comment after it's been live. So just know that. Mary says, Gabriel is a beautiful name, one of my favorite angels. To love deeply is to make yourself vulnerable. That is huge, Mary, and it's been like, that's been a journey. To love deeply. I'm thinking about what I had said where sometimes I can carry that worry when friends get upset or worry, or they take something I say in a way that I didn't really intend. Though you don't know, because Spirit isn't always in cahoots. Cahoots! You should say it like that. Spirit is in cahoots with me today. So sometimes things come out and yikes. But I love this reminder for that. To love deeply is to make yourself vulnerable. But also, like with our friends, that we make ourselves vulnerable here. And thank you. Hey, Alexis. Jeffy says, ah, yes, the shame thrower is a favored weapon. You've got a lot, but I say you put them all down today because you are just so adorbs and beautiful and lovely in the heart. And this transformation looks good on you. Amanda says, wow, that's a beautiful orchid. Isn't it amazing? It keeps coming back. It's so interesting. Like, I don't even see this person in session anymore. And I still, every time it blooms, I think about her. And I wonder if she even knows. You know, on some level she does. I know. But I mean, it's like how people are wishing us well and rooting for us. And we may not even know. We may think, I bet she doesn't even remember who I am. Sometimes people write me, I don't know if you'll remember me. It's like, I remember you. Yes, I do. So, Jeff says, I allow the anger to weigh me down, and it makes me want to fix and enlighten everyone else. That is genius. What you just said there. I allow the anger to weigh me down, and it makes me want to try to fix or enlighten everyone else. And that is right there. Can anyone relate to that? That's right there how it's like the blame thrower works. We talked about the blame thrower a few episodes ago. A few lives, whatever we call this, episodes, podcast. This week we talked about the blame thrower. I think that's what the live was called. I'm in such an altered space. This is what happens sometimes in healings. Hold on. Sometimes I get out of the session with somebody and they want to schedule their next appointment, and I have scheduled them for like Zulu time in the year 2058. And I can feel so ashamed. I used to feel so ashamed of myself for not having my shit together. You know how you do? And then I realized, no, that's a need I have. I need to honor that I'm in a very expanded space afterwards and I can't process lots of things. How can I honor my needs? How can I encourage people to schedule themselves or find another way or schedule ahead, or what can we do? Instead of going right into shaming ourselves, could we possibly say, this is a need expressing itself? This is something deeply, tightly held that wants to be transformed into light. Could we? Could we? So, Jeff, that's so cool what you're saying. When you get bummed by other people, you can also say, what is the need in me here? And you follow that thread. I need everybody to stop being an idiot. You could start there. I need people to stop being so cruel to each other. You could start there. Why? But why? I need people to stop being cruel to one another or an idiot so that I'm not bothered. At some point we get to this place so that I'm at peace. There was a dad once that used to come see me with his little daughter. She was 8 years old. Such a gem. And she had developed this, you know, sometimes kids in the family will channel energy that's not being addressed by the parents. So they'll channel this energy. They'll develop some affliction. They'll have some malady. Something's going on. And lovely, this family. Each time somebody different brought her for her healings. And one day the grandfather came. I think they were from Poland. They really accept and appreciate energy healing there. We had a lovely time. But the dad came one time. And I just said, you know, I know we're here for your daughter, but I'll put her on the table. We'll do some healing and let her rest. And then let's talk, you know. So we did this thing. And then what? And then what? He said, he had the bouncy knees, you know, he was kind of revved up, and he said, I just need this to be fixed. I need this to go away. I need this to be done. And she had a reaction on the table. And he yelled at her. He turned around and yelled at her, something like, not now, you know, and I felt so much like, it felt like mercy just rolling through my heart, because the way he was hating on himself for how he was responding, I have been there. It is so intense. So we did this practice and we came to this place where he was like, the light went on. I need her to be all fixed so that I can be at peace is a ridiculous ask. It's never going to happen, because she'll always have something just in her day. If she doesn't get her homework right, she has a right to be frustrated. And if I can't be at peace because somebody around me is frustrated, I'm screwed for life. Because, hi. So we did that together, and that's one that so many years ago, just like, wow, I don't need to go the long way around. I don't need to basically, think about anything your personal stuff. I hope you are, you know, translate this into your own life. Wow. I fall into this thing where you don't love me. You're not into me. I don't need you. I release you from needing to be into me. For me to show up as myself. For me to love myself. This is not bravado. This is not a spiritual bumper sticker I'm slapping on myself and going on. This is being present with the pain. If your issue is rejection, if your issue is not feeling worthy, if your issue is, you know, anger, like Jeff is talking about, thank you, honey. If you hadn't brought this up, none of this would be coming through right now. If your issue is, you know, you're angry about other people, if people don't seem to appreciate the work you do, the hard work you put in, it's important. So Amy says, I surrender the throwers of all kinds. The blame, the shame, the one of the angry game. Yeah. You've been doing some amazing work around that, Amy. I really feel it. Like, just, don't you? Like you, in some way, your spirit is like 3 feet taller. I feel you right here. Just like, wow. It's amazing. Sometimes it's so easy to get hung up on our stuff. I remember even, like, it's hard to acknowledge our own stuff when somebody else is presencing their stuff. Do you ever have that happen? I have run circles here. This is why I stopped doing them in person, actually, because I wasn't ready to handle this energy. I am now. Now I could say it so effortlessly. But somebody would presence something in the circle for healing, and the lady next to her would say, you know what you should do, and start applying a fix. Like when one person is at a healing circle sharing their request for healing, and the one next to them also came to the healing circle but can't handle the vulnerability, and so they go into the fix. They focus all their energy on the other person. That one giving all the advice is afraid to receive. There's a deep fear there of settling, you know? They're not bad or wrong. It's just we're witnessing a deep fear of settling. And over the years after I stopped offering, because I just couldn't, I didn't know it was uncomfortable. I have sat with that for so long about groups, you know? It's easier here. It doesn't seem to happen as much on the threads, you know? But it's interesting, like when I'm disturbed by somebody else, I try to fix somebody else. Instead of just saying, there's a disturbance, right, and it's right here. And it actually has nothing to do with somebody else. It's only being lit up. It's like I opened the curtains, you know? Is that making sense? Relating. Thank you, Mary, Carol. Jeff says, good one, Amy. It could be a song. Yeah, Amy. You've got some poetry in there, too. It's been amazing. Melanie. I feel like living in Florida right now is a bad movie. It inches closer and closer. Listening to friends who, in my opinion, take too many chances. Fear thoughts are lighting up big time. Yeah. You're on the part that's not the hard hit place, but it's moving, right? It's coming, it's spreading. So where does it go in you? Just, you don't have to answer out loud here, but I love saying, where does it go in me? What is it really lighting up in me? What's happening to me now? We've been in such a deep place of reflection, haven't we? We've been in such a deep place of reflection. It's almost difficult to converse these days. And where does it go in me? What is happening in me? What is going on in me? And what is familiar about this? There's somebody beautiful I work with. It's amazing. It's like when the energy aligns, like we're in a symphony together, and it's flowing so beautifully. And I'll say, you know, there's something being described of the current now, like what Melanie just said to us, the current now. And I'll say, you know, close your eyes and put your hands here. And like, let's just be open. This is not some woo-woo mumbo jumbo or some effort to inner child you to death with some bullshit thing. Let's just go inside and actually inquire. What's going on? You know, and what's going on? Get a beat. And then where does this light up from the history? Because it will. It may not be connected in some linear way, but it will light up. I have been feeling a lot of fear around this too, Melanie. I've been feeling energy and the chances thing too. And noticing that my little girl sing-song, I don't know, you know, like how we do little things when we were little, like la 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 la, not listening, can't hear you, anything you say to me sticks, bounces off me and sticks to you like glue. That stuff doesn't work. And even like this week, somebody wrote a letter for the podcast, like, how do I manage my law of attraction? I know that I create what I see. I know that, what I think about expands and all of that. I know. And how do we go forward if things are happening out there, like the numbers are spiking and this and that? How do we go forward? I say we have to go deeper with the questioning, It's like, okay, it's not enough for me to keep doing the circuit of, well, we're not going to have people to the house, people who've been really mixing it up out in the world. No, I'm not doing sessions. Like, that's the circuit. You think, sanitize, keep my antioxidants up. That's the circuit. But deeper, if I drop deeper, there's bigger things there that I want to sit with in presence, because it's asking to be revealed and healed so it can transform into what it's strength, love. Thanks for bringing that up. A good reminder, Mary. I should put that on a t-shirt or print it on my teacup. Yeah, Mary said, stop throwing, start flowing. And that's Jeff's favorite word, is flow, Mary. That was very good. Amanda said, I won't go into the details, but I did wake up feeling some shame and guilt this morning, so this message is helping. I love that. I won't go into the details is what a good mother does for her own heart. It is not all or nothing in a circle of light. And I feel it's really important to know that. So this is strength right here we're witnessing in our sister, strength and courage. Shame and guilt this morning, so the message is helping. What would it be like to be completely released from the shame and the guilt? Me too, Amanda. Just so you're knowing, me too. I've had a lot going on. Tomato, enter the tomato face. Oh, God. Does anyone watch What They Do in the Shadows on Hulu? It's a fictionalized docu-series about vampires. I said that like one of the characters there. Anyway, I'm not trying to bring a joke to it, only a little. But me too. You feel this shame and this guilt. We need to go into inquiry and allow these feelings to be here. Presence them. Sometimes it's hard. It's like, I want to run away. But there is, when you think about, there's the circuit. Let's say it's somebody who judges what they eat. They have body image stuff, and they're always in that cycle of food addiction stories, let's say, because that's a big one for a lot of us. So we just go round and round this circle of, I just need to eat better, I need to eat better, I need to eat better. There's a guy going by running. He's like, he's listening to music. He's got his earbuds in, but he's like singing. I love it. If I ran, that's how I would run too. So good. Be free, let's be free. So you have this common circle. That's it. I got to eat better. I got to eat better. I got to exercise. I got to drink my water. That's it. I'm resolved, and then you have the shame of, I'm a horrible person. I shouldn't be doing these things. It's not spiritual, right? But what if we practice saying, that's like the same circuit I do every time. My ego loves this. It's sort of a never-ending spinning wheel of suffering. That was this week's podcast, by the way, if you haven't listened. Round and round and round I go. You have to get off. Get off the wheel. You have to get off the wheel. Exit the ride. Stop now, please. I love listening to Paul Selig read his books on Audible or Hoopla, because when he says, stop now, please, I have internalized that voice. Stop now, please. It's so good. But if we drop deeper and we say, I feel like I'm going, Wakanda forever. I love that movie. Black Panther. What's really here? I'm afraid to deeply and completely love myself because I can't accept these flaws. My ego doesn't like ye. But if we really say, whoa, that's so arrogant of my ego to know better than God who created this, all this. And your only job is to be exactly as you is, to flow in your light and to share who you are. Step into that. Step into that. Step in. Tanya, woohoo! Hello, my beauty. Carrie says, wow. Wow. I always think of Matthew McConaughey from some old Saturday Night Live skit who used to be my boyfriend, my dream boyfriend. In dreams, I would always dream about him until he did the one movie. Then it's like my dreaming mind no longer could choose him. I forget which one. He was so good in that one. Rosie says, you are speaking right to me. If I can't be at peace because someone around me is frustrated, I'm screwed. I love that message right now. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Robin. And Murray, hi, my friend. It's been a long time. So much love. How do we go deeper with that, Rosie? That's the question, because people are going to be frustrated. Oh my gosh, and Ray, friends, I haven't seen you in so long. Hello. You know, the frustrating people are going to be around forever. How do we go deeper with that? How do we help ourselves? And what's the need there? Because I have a lot of needs around that too. People who are irritating and annoying. You know, it's so funny how, like, when the weather changes, we're sitting outside and it begins to downpour. Do we just sit there and allow it to happen? What do we usually do? When there are mosquitoes all around you outside, what do we usually do? Do we just lay there and think, law of attraction, all is well, I'm at peace, I am one with the spirit, one with the mosquitoes? What do we do? But there's something to the energy of when it's about human interactions, we go into a different place with it. But you are here to take care of you. And, you know, I always just, it's funny how guilt comes up, even if we're watching a movie and I'm like, this is upsetting. I'm so tender-hearted that sometimes, like, I do fantasy and sci-fi great, but if it's too realistic, especially if it's downer, complainer stuff, it's difficult for me. And so I'll have to say, how about we change it? Let's pick something different, you know? Let's pick something different. It's nobody's fault. But I still have guilt about stuff like that. And it comes up. And just know that. Like, we're going to have to proceed with those stories intact. Does that make sense? Must be a lot of noise inside me. That's the truth right there. Same, Rosie. Amy says, I just want all of the noise around me to stop. Must be a lot of noise inside me. Exactly. So when people get very loud and you can't hear and you can't concentrate and you can't think, we are presencing. We are in the presence of a deep, deep need, probably rooted in earlier life. You know, I was teased a lot and growing up, and a lot of it was very cruel. You know, one time I was held over a balcony on the top floor of a very high building, at least 7 apartments, 7 floors and the attic apartment, stuff like that. And it doesn't go away. And that's okay. I don't have to work on my fear of heights. I don't have to work on when people tease me. I don't have to learn how to tolerate that. What I have to learn is honor. It makes me cry, you know. I have to honor. This is my need. And it's okay to be delicate in a beautiful way, not sensitive in a negative way, not a baby. It's okay to be delicate and to have delicate needs. And the people who get that about you and celebrate that about you are your people. And the people who don't get it and keep doing it, they're your teachers. Did you think I was going to say something else? They're your teachers. They're teaching you. So if your children who will not stop being noisy, especially once we've said it's bothering us, or stop it, or quiet, all day now you're in the presence of a teacher, 3 teachers. But I don't like to be teased, and I'm learning how to just say it, to risk my significance in any circle and say, I don't like it. That hurts my feelings. You know, I'm still not over the, how tight my throat got. I'm still not over the fear bump there about, you know, still making other people more important than me, but I'm getting better. And I can bear the guilt. I have guilt. I have fear. Certain friends that I no longer connect with, those feelings still come to me. And you know what? I can bear that. I'm strong. I am so strong. I can do this because I'm worthy and I deserve it. So for anyone who needed to hear that, there you go. Friends just joining. I'm also doing some healing, and if it's not for you, I'd love you to just pass your hand in front of your face. That's our little, between me and spirit, our signal. Tanya, the cycle of fear for my body is a big part of my journey. Amen. Thank you for presencing that. And I find so much peace in remembering my body is a communication device. And good morning. That comes from the Course in Miracles. And what is it here to communicate, love? And do you also allow, I know you do because we're friends, but do you also allow yourself to allow the stories just to be there? I'm just curious because I think a lot of people have this and they'll be wondering. So I want to keep talking about this. Thank you, if you're willing. Do you allow yourself to go deeper than the normal circuit? And just say, yeah. And you know what? I loved the newsletter this week. I replayed the song from the Flaming Lips, Do You Realize? And there's a line in there that says, someday we all will die. You know, practicing that I am not vulnerable, but I am. My body has needs, and one day it will go. And that is, nobody likes being focused on that, especially those of you who are working with your physical healing diagnoses. You know, there's a lot of you here, actually. You may not know that. There's more than just one of you here. But you know what? This day is your day. Choosing that, choosing wellness for this day is everything. Sometimes people are like, oh, I'm going to get old. I'm like, yeah, but we're not there. So why are we doing that? We're wasting our now in that energy, drop deeper and let's be with what's really here. And what I always come to, for me anyway, is somehow it's challenging to be in the peace of this moment. Here comes a big empty flatbed truck. Carrie says, I needed to hear that. Love you and thank you. Yeah, so Tanya says, I'm getting better at both surrendering and asking the various parts of my body what they want me to hear. Yeah, what are they trying to say? Because they might have needs, you know. I mean, I noticed that too, and it's really nice. And also, the body is here to communicate love, to experience joy. Yeah, Course in Miracles. So much beautiful teachings around what the function of the body is. And I love also reading in the work from Paul Selig, the guides, that the body's function is to create joy. Same thing. The function is joy. We came here to experience our joy. We came here to live our joy, and it's okay to live our joy. So friends, any minute now, the gong is going to come, because we're almost to the 1 hour mark. There's no timer, but I've just been watching the clock, and I know I started like 2 after. So, did you pick a word? Would you like to choose a new word? I'm going to go with alive. Like, here I am. I'm alive. So, and would somebody type now? I'm just going to count so I know for when we do hang up. I'll wait till the timer comes up. We're going to gong you, lady. Does anyone remember the Gong Show with the big hook that would come out on the stage when the timer pops up? I always laugh. Thanks. Oh, good. Not too long. Breaking through for Caitlin. That's beautiful. Breaking through. I'm going with alive. And you know what? Connected. I'm going to go out and play first. I have to edit the podcast, but I'm going to go play first. It's like having your dessert first. You get to. My word is ablaze for Alicia. My word is connected for Mary. Thank you too, Carol. Thank you, Ellen. Yeah. Amanda's word is okay. There's such beauty and okayness about you, honey. It's for reals, and you're here to help us know we're okay too. Do you guys know Amanda makes beautiful music? Where do you share that? Which, on this handle or your art handle, or do you not share? I saw Tanya shared your music last night. Such beautiful music. Ablaze. Yeah, that's a word, girl. That's a beautiful word. Ablaze. Spirit for Mickey. That's gorgeous. I thought I read spider. I'm working in my venomous animals of the world. I'm working over a tarantula page. It's a two-page spread. Working on some fear stuff. It's really powerful to look at that image and draw over it. I have a music account under Amanda Marble. Thank you for sharing. That's your other handle. Yeah, beautiful. It's beautiful. Peace. Disarm for Jeffrey. Ah, that's beautiful too, honey. I can tell we're going to have a fun day together. I love you guys. Oh, they're not cutting me off quite yet, so deep peace to you. Fun day. If you have a popsicle at home, have some popsicles today, or enjoy something sweet and wonderful, and get out there and play a little. Jeff says, hope you all have a lovely day. Peace. These replays will be on YouTube and IGTV, and if you feel called to support my work, I thank you for that. Ah, here comes my little timer. I thank you for that so much. I appreciate it. I do have a new course coming out soon. Stay tuned for that. A live course, of course. And I'll see you here in the morning. It's me, Robin. Thank you all. Thank you to our posse.